guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Right.
What's going on, everyone? antcap24 here from HuddleGG. Today's video, we're going to talk about a formation I really like that I think is slept on. It's called the gun doubles hip, and it's something that can be found in a lot of popular playbooks that are out there. The most popular, I would say, is the Detroit Lions. It's also found in the New York Giants that I just did my game plan on our website. Also, the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals, so probably those are the most popular. And this is a formation I really like the alignment. I'm going to explain why I like this. So we're going to start off with the first play. And what I like to do is make sure when I have plays, when I put a scheme together, I want to have one that is going to depict how somebody can play against me, okay? So this first one is going to be something that if they play match coverage, we're pretty much going to be able to torch them. It doesn't matter if it's palms, doesn't matter if it's quarters, doesn't matter if it's cover 9, even cover 6, we're going to have some easy throws when it comes to this play. Now it's also going to be cover 3, it's going to be cover 4 drop. Pretty much all your basic zones to start off with. I'm going to show you how this one setup can beat it. Now, this setup is going to be simply take this Y and motion to the right. Now, you want to be on the left hash mark so that the Y is going to the wide side. And you can see how this guy is going to go to the outside. Now, I want you to count the players on the right side. It's 4 on 1. It basically means that there's 4 receivers to the right of the ball, and there's only 1 to the left. That's going to shut off match. When you're going to see this is against cover 4 quarters, we can go ahead and easily throw it to this wide receiver. It's a concept I really like because of the routes. Now, that route is something that can be hot route, okay? See this Y route? Now, I'm going to hot route this route to a deep cross, and you can see it's slightly different, but when you go ahead, and when I move this over, you're going to see that it's going to keep the same direction, and it's going to be exactly the same play. So what's key about the doubles hip that you're not going to see in a lot of other formations is that it basically allows you to motion the player in between the A and the B. So it gives you that opportunity to really have a nice a flood concept to the right. It almost makes like a gun bunch strong nasty look, and something that you could really do. Now, if you don't want the play action, go ahead and block your running back. That's not gonna make a difference. Let's go ahead and just call something like cover 4 palms right now. And you can see here, we're gonna do the same thing. You can see how this Y is gonna get open on the outside. Easy throw to the outside, catch that ball, and you're good to go, right? So it really does not matter in that regard. Now, what if I go ahead and do it against like a cover 9? Cover 9 is going to have that quarter flat to the right side, soft spots to the left. It's going to work exactly the same way. We'll move this guy over. We'll block our running back just to make sure that it's going to be easier for us to throw. We don't really give the play away. Again, we're going to go ahead and see this. The Y is going to get over to the outside. Easy throw over here. Get that catch on the sidelines, right? It doesn't really matter any of those. You go against the cover 6, what's going to end up happening is that you're going to go against the cover 2 side now, right? Here's your cover 6. And when you do that, what you're going to notice is that you're going to have the ability to go and just throw it to the A. If you look at the wide receiver, you can say here, okay, Y is not open, no, Y is not open, Y is not open, just throw it to the A, give yourself an easy 10 yards, okay? So against all your match, we can check off that box, right? Now, let's go to, our conventional, like our cover 3s or cover 4 drops, that type deal. So let's go to cover 3 sky, and we'll do the same thing, right? We're gonna go ahead and move this guy over. And again, what you're gonna see here is that you're gonna be able to attack basically with this wide receiver, especially if they have any type of zone drops on or shading under, what the case is. You see how this Y is gonna get open over here, and you got yourself an easy catch. That's gonna be basically the same way when it comes to cover 4 drop. And we can go to our cover 4 drop here, and you can see here, we're gonna do the same thing. And I'm gonna explain why this play works the way it does, and the alignment makes a lot of sense. Just let me go ahead and show you after this, cover 4 drop. Get the Y so to get over here, and you're gonna be able to throw this ball, basically to him. Hopefully you don't get alligator arms and have an easy catch. Now, the key is this B route, okay? The B route is actually wide enough, and because of his natural route here, this B, which is a fade route, he has the ability to pull coverage from the outside. If I was to put him on a streak, right, instead of a fade, it's going to change the way that some of our coverage is going to be. So like here, this is a cover 3. Let's do like a cover 4 drop, right? Go to cover 4 drop and just show you that even though, we have this, the guy's not going to attack the outside quarter this way, right? So here, now this guy's going to have a much easier ability to go ahead and throw it. So this is why the doubles hip, it's got a really nice type of alignment that's going to absolutely make this, type of play work to your advantage. Now, what type of coverages can they go to that can stop this, right? Let's go ahead and look at cover 2. Cover 2 is going to be one that if I was running, somebody's doing this, I'm going to go to cover 2, right? So we'll go to cover 2, and what I'm going to do is basically show you the same play, the BA slot, and we're going to move it over, and we're going to do exactly the same thing we talked about, right? Now, if we do this, we're going to be looking at the wide receiver. You're going to say, hey, is he open? Is he open? Is he open? No. Okay, now I'm just going to throw it to the A, just like you would do against your cover 6s. It's going to be something that the guy's going to go back, okay? Now, what if I want to go beat this over the top? We can have some fun with this. We can change this route here. And what we can do is we can take this A and put him on a corner route and just stem him up 2 slots against cover 2, okay? And what you're going to see now is that the Y is actually going to pull down the cloud flat. Once it pulls down the cloud flat, now you got that ability to go ahead and hit him that little spot, and you got an easy cover 2 beater, right? So we can now start, stemming and doing different things off of this in order to make sure that we've got the ability to beat this, right? Now there's so many things we can do against cover 2 and go ahead and change the play altogether. Let's say we go to the switch wide receiver drag. Now we're just going to add the second play of the scheme, right? And what you're going to see is this A does a really good job of beating your cover 2. So we can look at the same motion. We'll put the X on a post just to make sure it looks the same as that in route. We'll go ahead and put the B on a streak so it looks the same as a fade route that we had, block the running back. And then what we can do with this Y is basically put him on, we can put him on a corner route and stem him down, right? Just something like this to where it looks like it's the same thing. But what you're going to see here is that you're going to have that ability to go and hit this A as he goes up the field to the outside, and you got yourself an easy catch on the sidelines against cover 2, right? So if you start seeing that they're doing different things, you've got answers, right? Now, if this is cover 2 man, you're going to see that this switch wide receiver drag does an amazing job against cover 2 man as well. So let's just go and make sure that we got our default on here, and we'll go to cover 2 man, and let's go ahead and look at it. It's here, cover 2 man, and we'll go to the switch wide receiver drag, and now what we're going to do is we're going to motion over the same guy, and basically at this point we see that the guy follows him, right? The DB follows him. So we really don't have to do much on this play at all at this point. All we got to do is know that this A route does a really good job. The Y does a good job of getting to the left, X does a good job of getting under, and RB is really just a route to go ahead and make sure that we get everybody to stay on their things. But this A route is the route that we're really looking for. You see how this is going to be a really nice route against cover 2 man, and you're going to get yourself a really nice play, right? So we're just doing a couple different plays in there, right? Now we can go to levels, right? Now levels is a nice play. We'll just go back to like a zone coverage, whatever the case may be, doesn't really matter. And now we can do the same motion with the Y, and you can see that this Y route is going to be a nice route that we could just kind of do a concept where we can do a flood concept with the tight end, right? So we do this against cover 3. You can see the Y is going to go in, it's going to go out, and you can see how you're going to have an easy catch underneath for short yardage if you want. Or if they come down, or when they come down, you can now go to the A route that's above it, right? We're just going to motion over the Y, right? And then if they go ahead and cover the underneath route, then we're just going to cover the A. So here we go again. The Y is going to be our first read. If he's kind of playing low, now you've got the A over here, and you got your catch on the sidelines, right? So what we're really doing is we're just giving ourselves the same look and make sure we have the ability to kind of, use the same first steps to really go ahead and do some different, right? Let's just go out of this, and we're going to go ahead and show the same play against your match, right? So levels is going to be really good against match as well because of the way that it's going to have that ability to go ahead and just basically attack where we need it to, right? So we do the same thing here, and again, what you're going to see is that the Y is going to go in, and everybody's just going to back up, and you're going to have this easy catch to this levels player, and against your quarter flats, your in quarters and palms, you're going to see that how that's going to be really good for you. So it's just kind of depending on how much yards and what you want to attack with, right? So we've talked about 3 plays already. We've went ahead and showed you the PA go slot cross. We've shown you the ability to use the switch wide receiver drag. We've shown you levels. Now you can do a whole lot of other things depending on what you want to do. And I'll just highlight one more play, which is going to be the flood drive. Now flood drive, we have this in our game plan as a quick hike cover 3 bomb play. If I don't do anything on this play, I just go ahead and hike this ball, the B is going to get open for a touchdown to the left, right? So if we go ahead and just do this, All we got to do basically is buy yourself enough time, throw this ball, and you got yourself an easy one-play score. Because of the way that that route is one of the better post routes in the game, it's just really nice angle. But what if we wanted to go ahead and keep either the same motion or something similar? We can easily just take the bottom receiver this time, and we can either put him on, if we have the hot route master, I'll show you this real quick, we can put him on the deep cross, right? We put him on the deep cross, we move him over, and what you're gonna see, it's gonna flip, and then we can put the A on a flat, and then what we can do is block the running back. And it's gonna look very, very similar to what we already showed you. The only difference is now that the B is gonna cut. And because the B cuts, what's gonna end up happening is that most people are gonna just watch the flow to the right, and we can buy a little bit of time, and that B is gonna get open, basically underneath everybody, and you can see how we're gonna have an easy one-play score when we just basically use the exact same things we did before, except we just had that guy cut to the outside, cut on instead of going straight at the field. So that's really what I like this formation about. I'll throw in one more play, something I like in our game plan. It's called the bench halfback angle, and this is a play in which we go ahead and use as a base play. What I mean by that is it beats all your zones, all your man coverage, and all we're going to do is we're going to take this X and we're going to stem him down one notch, move him over to the right, and put the A on a drag. Again, I like a lot of these plays on the left hash. This one does not matter. But what you're going to see is that you're going to have the A as your first option, and you're going to see how this is going to be an easy throw underneath. We hit this guy, and we get, make them have to worry about, covering underneath first. Then what we're going to do, once they start covering that guy, we're going to go ahead and say, you know what, we're going to go to the running back as our second, look, right here, running back is out. We've hit him underneath, and now they've got to stay at home. Do I cover the drag or do I cover the running back, right? And then lastly, say they are, they go ahead and they try to cover those players, right? Whatever the case is, we'll go ahead and we're going to hit this X receiver. And the reason why we stem him down is because he does a really good job of getting underneath the safety when we go ahead and stem him down. Now, typically I will put the B on a streak if I got enough time, because I want him to get down the field as quickly as possible. So you can look at the A's first, RB second. Now we're going to look for this X. You can see how he's going to have that nice ability to get underneath if we get the users to come down. So this is just a really nice mini scheme that I wanted to share to you today. One of very many that we already have in our Giants game plan on the website, but this is definitely something that you can use if you're in the Detroit Lions, or if you're in the Patriots, like I mentioned before, Cardinals, some of the other popular playbooks that have it, in order to make sure that you kind of just go from formation to formation. But I'm a big believer on giving people things that they haven't seen before. Makes it a lot harder for them to adjust. Even if it's one drive a game, or you mix in a play here and there and they think they know what you're going to, and then the next thing you know, you're just one step ahead. That's what our game plans do. It really gives you the opportunity to make sure that you always hold the cards when it comes to how you want to run your offense, by making them have to adjust to you. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Check out our website if you guys are interested in our Giants game plan. Another great resource if you want to get better at Madden, guys, is just go ahead and join our free Discord. You can see that the link is on the screen right now. It's a great place where we just go ahead and talk Madden all day. People basically ask questions, things that they're struggling with, or just advice on how to stop something, how to block something. And we do our best to answer everything we can in a timely manner. So that way you guys can kind of use that as a resource, and a lot of people are very helpful in answering those questions for you as well. So we do appreciate you again, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.